What's going on, YouTube, ladies and gentlemen? With Fitness here. Today, I'm bringing you we'll call it. The second part of the warm up video. There's a couple of warm ups that I normally do. This is for lower body workouts, a lower body warm up to go into your lower body workouts. If you feel like this content is in any way, shape, or form benefit you or help you out, please feel free to subscribe, hit the notification bell. Once again, this is a journey. This is a journey for me. This is a journey for you. And at the end of the day, I just want to kind of break down just, basic workouts, warm ups, basically what you're doing in your workouts, what you're doing in your warm ups as well too. So, with that being said, like I said, if you like the content, hit the subscribe button, yada yada yada. If you feel like this benefits you or this affect you in any type of way, shape, or form. That being said, I'm get into the video. So basically, right here, this is just like a basically standing squat work. I'm going to probably say workout a lot in these videos, but a warm up. Is essentially what I'm warming up right here. This is just basically 45-degree angle. Just a basic squat, like you're mimicking a squat essentially. I say this is just a side view of it. This is what I'm focusing on right here. Focusing on hamstrings, going all the way down to calf muscles, and as well to some a little bit of quads. Like I said, it's a basic, fundamental workout. So what this is right here, like I said, I'm on this one. I'm focusing on hamstrings and this little part right up in here. I think every body part matters, especially when you're doing squatting, any lower body workouts. It's kind of like um, the smaller, well, tendons, things of that nature, that kind of like plays like a part in your workout. So, I mean, you can tell from on my what we doing, right, right leg, right hamstring, you see the contraction back and forth. Like I said, it's just a simple basic workout. But if you look at it too, I believe I switch on this one when when I'm just doing working on this. I'm actually semi stretching this out as well too, or just getting the muscles and joints and everything loose for it as well too. So like I say, you can see the contraction going back and forth with it right here. Big one as well too. You see it right up in here, going hamstrings all the way down. So this part right here is kind of hard to explain. We'll call it fangs. Two little fangs that goes right here on this side and on the other side as well too. So it's an indentation in here. So when you're doing that stretching, like I said, you're stretching this right here. This is your what's the word? Your tendons, basically that's connected to each side. That's basically helping you do that flexible motion and connecting everything else to it. So I want to keep it simple and basic. You're stretching out your hamstring, long story short. Like I said, when you see the hamstring stretching, you see my quads actually getting a semi stretch as well too, as far as how far I'm going back and I'm going forward with it. So let's watch this a little bit. And like I said, when you get to a certain point with stretching, the more you do it, the more you start getting used to basically isolating body parts. And that's essentially stretching, working out, things of that nature. You're isolating body parts to be able to get that proper stretch and proper form, and which form leads to good techniques. Techniques form. That way you don't get hurt. So this is what we're looking for. And again, you still see it right up in here as well too. Alright, I think I just do that a little bit more. Let's fast forward through this. Alright, so see what we got next. Excuse me. So what this is, like I said, I'm stretching out with this. I'm working on my quads as well too, and my hamstrings. But I'm trying to stay straight vertically. But at the same time, I'm just getting this stretch in on the hamstrings and on the quads as well too. So kind of when we go through, you'll see the quads working as well, and then you'll see my calf muscles back there getting a stretch with the calf muscles. Basic fundamental steps. That's essentially what I'm just doing. I'm just walking forward, walking backwards, but I'm just on tippy toes. So what this is right here is I'm getting this stretch in up here in the quads, but at the same time I'm still stretching out my calf muscles because it's kind of like one of them opposite attracts type of things. I feel like every time when you're doing a stretch, when you're doing a workout, everything like that, I think when you work one body part, you should work the opposite. Like if you work out your chest, you want to work out your back. If you want to work out your core, you want to work out your lower back. I think because everything kind of coincides and go together. I could be wrong. I'm not the top person at it, but I feel like for me, essentially what works out for me. So, with that being said, again, this is just basically same thing. So, same stretch, kind of similar to what I was doing before, 45-degree angle, trying to sit down, but just trying to stretch that hamstring out, stretching the hamstring out. That's essentially what this is doing, and then just getting them joints and body parts loose together. Take that out. Same thing, we stretching out a little bit of quads, stretching out hamstring as well too. Some of the stuff I used to run track, so I kind of get some of my warm-ups from track/football. Some of it I kind of learned on my own, seen on my own, looked at videos here and there. So same thing with this, like I said, hamstrings. We're doing hamstrings. Now, if you have somebody, you'll have somebody to put their knee basically on yours, so this can be completely flat because you really want your leg to be flat to get that full stretch. But I'm not going for a full entire stretch. Again, within this whole video, I'm doing a small warm-up stretch, but I'm getting basically my lower body joints, compounds, things of that nature. I'm just basically loosening that up because that's essentially what you want to do. You don't want to pull something or strain something or whatever the case may be by overworking it, because that is a thing. I think I'm looking at one of our dogs, Loki. 45-degree angle, same thing. Just getting it work, getting it loose. I know I'm ashy, but hey, I mean, just a workout. We ain't here to look pretty, We ain't here to look pretty. As you can see the hamstring working if you look really closely. Alright, I think that should be it for that one. I try to feel where the hamstring is at. Alright, what we got next? Do a little bit of fast forward here. Alright. So this is basically, again, this is more like my inner part of my, kind of hard to explain, my inner part of my thigh, essentially. I, that's essentially what I'm stretching on this part, and at the same time, this is a little bit of core, but it's mainly to stretch this inner thigh part right up in here. That's what I'm kind of going for. Oh, and that's a good thing about working out at home. You have your dog. Look, so I'm looking like, what are you doing? Like, sometimes you just gotta, what are you doing? Like, you just gotta go with it. So, that's Loki. Loki meet YouTube, YouTube meet Loki. Okay, you just gonna look at me? Cool. And it's hot outside too. So again, good thing about warming up and working out at home is you have that flexibility to be able to work out at home. And if you have pets and everything like that, you go outside, you get that good sweat, you get that good that that heat. I'm in Texas, so I mean I get the heat regardless. But yeah, and then like I said, you can basically have your pets in your workouts, like this guy. So the same stretch that I was doing earlier, I'm doing it here as well too. Just that inner thigh. This is what I'm just stretching out. I'm stretching out just that inner thigh, right up in there where I'm pointing at, where I'm feeling at, because I'm trying to feel basically the stretch. Okay. Same thing with the other side. Getting this good part right here. So getting this inner part right here stretching out as well too, and I'm actually stretching out my kind of my portion of the glute right here and some of my hamstring right here. So I'm kind of getting like a pretty nice good warm up in for that. And you see it right here. I'm gonna be working out this part right, stretching this part. But nevertheless, I hope this was very impactful, helpful, however it is we want to call it. Um, Again, if you feel like this helped you out in any way, shape, or form, just to kind of break things down in a fundamental way. If you want to look at more details, of course, you have way more terms than that. But I just want to show people what you're basically working out, what you're basically doing in your workouts, essentially, um, to like the team. So, if you like the content, feel free to subscribe. Yada yada yada, and yeah, to the next one. Y'all stay blessed. Peace.